Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NFT Me. And I am Tokyo Twine. And what you see on the screen up there is the four horsemen. Now I give them the new title because they brought chaos called the VeVe community. And it's a beautiful thing because it spawned off many different communities from moi and me and my club, the Black Panther NFT Club, and the Founders Club, and the Dark Vader Club, and Ron, and all these independent artists, and the One of One. So it's like many communities that these four horsemen brought. And just listening to it, I got a new perspective on how ingenuity and bringing good ideas together and being ahead of your time and seeing technology and seeing emerging markets and seeing things that happened before the people who sitting on these thrones and driving these mainstream industries and these old 100-year-old IPs. They fat sitting on their thrones. They can't even keep track of how many strands of revenues coming in. So why wouldn't they want new? If Bitcoin and blockchain started it all, because that's how they have to reference it. When you explain it to a CEO or a Fortune 500 company, like, give me your IP, I'm putting it on a blockchain. What is that? Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin's blockchain. I heard of that. Some fat CEO or fat old school public traded company or old school IP holder of a company, they don't get it, but they get the revenue and the recurring revenue and on the blockchain. So I'm just listening to the four horsemen, because now I get it. They brought us a beautiful thing called the VeVe community, and it spawned off different communities. There's so many of them. It's some growing right now. Somebody's taking one of the NFTs off VeVe and making a new group, or telling their people or their friends in their neighborhood. Because I got my own, not just a group within itself, a Black Panther group. I got my own friends that I got in it. That's a group. So and then you have, I was just listening to Comics and Cryptos and how he's saying VeVe got him going to weddings, and not just comic books and people collecting so you have so many different groups and things and spawned inside because of these four horsemen right here. And I'm just hearing the story how they was ahead of the curve grabbing these IPs, his intellectual property. Uh, um,
in the family.
I'm Tokyo Twine. Welcome to NFT Me, and we're gonna get to the Black Panther floor price for the jungle action and the statue figurine. As I flip through here, you just listen to the guys.
Who does create content and uses the features that were designed. And as you say, the creativity that comes out of that is just mind-boggling sometimes. So, yeah, really great message there. So, look, while we've got you guys, I think let's hone in a little bit more on the licensing side of the industry. I mean, Al, you're quite a pioneer in this industry. David, I feel like you're sort of taking the reins these days with all the licensing meetings you have there. And Dan, obviously, you're always involved as well. So, Al, maybe we'll start with you, just for anyone who isn't really aware of licensing or a licensed product. I know it was oblivious to me 5 years ago. Give a brief overview of what a licensing program looks like, or a licensed product, and why companies use this as an avenue to build their brand.
Well, first of all, if you go back to licensing as a general concept, there are three reasons why companies got into the licensing business.
He about to explain why licenses exist and why people sell licenses. Sometimes, well, we all get that, a lot of the community, but sometimes you got to convince. What these four guys had to do is convince Disney and other people that there's another license you can sell us. and they get the digital aspect of it. Like, what you mean movie? Or what you mean it's going to be a movie digital? What do you mean? They don't get it. Like, they already doing digital stuff. Disney and Marvel or whoever. If it's doing animation, whatever, what they on, they got these animation IPs, and so they got to convince them, just another license that you can sell me that's digital. And imagine they have to grasp that. They got to, like you say, they got the lawyers. If you listen to this whole thing, like you say, they have to get the lawyers and everything and break it all down. So it's so beautiful how it all came together and made people who changed a lot of other people's lives financially too. But we're gonna go over the floor price of the statue. Take a quick break. The Black Panther Wakanda Forever pose. We're gonna start it off with the comment. And currently, right now on the marketplace is 118, and the floor is right now going for $25, aka gems, and it's like 1, 2, 3 a set 25, and the uncommon is going for on 106 on the marketplace. 14.74 gems, 14.74 cents, or should I say 74 cents of a gem? How would you pronounce that? And just remember, this edition of this Black Panther is only 18,800. I wonder what the 800 is significant for, but and look, it's currently only 106 on the market. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Somebody's holding those up and gobbling those up. We're going to go back and look at that 106, 14, 74, 75, 75. Just spin it down. A quick spin with your thumb just to see. Yeah. So, of course, it's going to just, people sitting on them. As true believers of Wakanda. Wakanda Forever movie comes out in November.